Hello everyone. In this video lecture we are going to see the topic Servlet's Lifecycle from the third unit of Web Technology. In the third unit we will see the topics from about the server-side programming. Servlet Lifecycle. Lifecycle of a servlet consists of the following steps. Servlet class is loaded. Servlet instance is created. Init method is invoked. Service method is invoked, and finally destroy method will be invoked. This diagram is showing the servlet lifecycle. First of all, loading and instantiation will be performed. That is, the servlet class will be loaded. As a result of init method, the servlet will be initialized. Now the servlet will be ready for the service. Then by invoking the service method, it will start handling the request. So as a result of service method, the servlet will take the request and it will process the request. It will collect the necessary files or informations from the database. So all the handling of the request will be performed as a result of the service method. So once the responses get ready, it will be sent to the client through the web server. So after completing the process, and the destroy method will be invoked to destroy the servlet. So the servlet lifecycle comes to end. So throughout the lifecycle, three methods are invoked. They are init method, service method, and destroy method. So this diagram is also showing in the first stage a servlet class will be loaded. So after that servlet instance will be created. Then init method will be called. After that servlet will be ready and do the necessary processing by invoking the service method. Then finally servlet will be destroyed or deleted by the destroy method. So in the first step is servlet class is loaded. So the class loader is responsible to load the servlet class. The servlet class is loaded when the first request for the servlet is received by the web container. Second step is servlet instance is created. The web container creates the instance of a servlet after loading the servlet class. The servlet instance is created only once in the servlet lifecycle. Third step is init method is invoked. The web container calls the init method only once after creating the servlet instance. The init method is used to initialize the servlet. It is the lifecycle method of the javax.servlet.servlet interface. The syntax of the init method is public void init servlet config throws servlet exception. Then the service method will be invoked. The web container calls the service method each time when the request for the servlet is received. If the servlet is not initialized, it follows the first three steps as described above, then calls the service method. If servlet is initialized, it calls the service method. Notice that the servlet is initialized only once. The syntax of the service method of the servlet interface is given below. Public void service servlet request servlet response throws servlet exception IO exception. Destroy method. The web container calls the destroy method before removing the servlet instance from the service. It gives the servlet an opportunity to clean up any resource for example memory, thread, etc. The syntax of the destroy method of the servlet interface is public void destroy. So that's all about the life cycle of a servlet. Thank you.